Okay, so it is lesson 36 if you all managed to watch the video. All right. Yeah, they're so tired. Think everyone is always so tired. Okay. All right. Now, please make sure you watch lesson 36 and attempt the questions. Okay, now, for those of you, camera, please make sure it's on. I will once in a while take a look at it. It's compulsory, okay? Video and mute your microphone. It is in the instructions. Okay, all right. Now, let's look at, we're going to go through volume of solids, which is made out of cubes and cuboids, as well as visualizing cube view and packing cubes. Okay. Now, when it comes to packing cubes, do you know what we're talking about here? Okay. When it comes to volume, there are two types of volume that we can look at. One is volume in terms of the liquid forming cubes. Okay, and then you have cubes being packed into a cubic container or a cubical container. All right, let's have a look at this question 1. Okay, now in question 1, we have calcium stacked 10 unit cubes. So there are 10 unit cubes and glued them together to form the solid below. Which view represent the top view? Always remember, when they say represent the top view, it is always from the, which view? It must always be from the, no, they ask for top view. Is it from top view, side view, top view, back view, or top view, front view? It must always be from the front. Okay? So that means it is at the top view from the front. So that means, excuse me, you know, like in science, right? You have this. What is it? That's the eye. Okay, from the front view. Is it the front view? Yeah. From the top, it is 1, 2, 3. So you have 1, 2, 3, followed by 1 at the side, 2 at the side, and that's it, here and here. So this should be number 3. Okay, it is at number 3. All right, from the front, top view from top view from the front. Okay, now let's look at question number 2. Number 2, same thing. Madeline built a solid using 8 unit cubes. Find the greatest number of unit cubes Madeline can add to the solid without changing the front view and the side view. Okay. Now, if I were to look from the front view, 3, the front view looks like this, right? 3, 1, and 1. Okay. And the side view is just this. 1, 2, 3. So the side view looks like that. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that's a side view. Okay, so this is the side view. This is the front view. Now, in order not, without changing the front view and the side view, you can only fit cubes at the back. Okay, you can only fit cubes at the back. So, how many cubes do you think you can fit in at the back? Anyone? You can fit, very good, Pranati. Yes, 1, 2, 3, and then back here, 4. Okay, you can only put in, you can only put in 4. Such that if you were to put any higher, this will add on. Am I right? So you can only put in the ones at the back. So it is hidden from the front view. So same thing, you can only put at the back here for the side view so that it is hidden, so you cannot see. Okay, so the maximum number of cubes that you can put in is only 4. All right, the maximum that you can put in is only 4. Okay, Ken, next one. So the figure is made up of 1 cm cube. So this is important. That's why it's important to read the question. How many 1 cm cubes must be added? How many must be added to the figure to form a larger cube of side 8 cm? Okay, now, first, what's the first thing that you must find out? Tongi? What's the first thing you find out? Unmute yourself. Amount of cubes. Thank you, Pranati. Very good. My mic doesn't. Okay. Okay. So mic doesn't work. Brian, yes. Yes, that will do. Okay. Now, what else? Okay. Okay, now, so first thing you need to do is find the number of cubes in the figure now, which is this. How many cubes are there? So if you count layer by layer, the top layer to the bottom layer, followed by 5, followed by 7, is it? Followed by 8 and 8. So total cubes, how many? How many cubes are there? 30. Okay. So if I go layer by layer, there are 30 cubes here. Now, you want of side 8 cm. So number of cubes now is equals to 30. Number of cubes for the new, this is now and new, okay, for the new one is 8 cm by 8 cm by 8 cm to give me 512 cubes. So how many cubes must be added? Number of cubes to be added would be how many? Thank you, Brian. So I will take 512 minus 30 to give me 482. Okay? All right. So, Tongi, if you cannot type, you cannot, your mic not working, you can still type, okay? Can? All right. Okay, anyone? All right. Next question. Okay, now, in the figure below, not drawn to scale, there were 123 cubes, right? There were 123 cubes. So 3 cm cubes are placed layer by layer. Okay, now, because it's placed layer by layer, how many cubes are there along the length? How many cubes are there along the length? That's right, David. Pranati, correct. Okay. Now, we must find number of cubes along the length Now you have 29 cm divided by 3. You will not get a whole number. You would actually get 9 remainder 2. This 2 is 2 cm. This 9 refers to 9 cubes. Okay, so along the length, you have 9 cubes. Now, along the width, okay, along the width, you have how many cubes? You have 5. So along the width, you have 5 cubes. Okay. Now, what about the height? Okay, along the height will be, do we know how many? Now, do we need the height? Do we need the height? Let me ask you, do we need the height? So, do we need the height or not? Anyone? Do we need the height? Sharon, do we need to know the height? Okay, Steven said yes. Brian said no. We don't need the height because we need to be able to fulfill this to find the tallest height. Okay, so we don't need the height. So sometimes this information is not necessary. This is what we're supposed to find. Okay, now from here, what do I do? Find out if I were to continue to stack until I get 9, how many cubes make up one layer? One layer make up how many cubes? One layer has how many cubes? 9 times 5 to give me 45. So every layer has 45 cubes. So since every layer has 45 cubes, how many layers can I get? So number of layers would be 123 divided by 45 to give me how many? To give me 2 remainder 33. Right, remainder 33. Okay, so that means there are 2 layers. 2 layers. So with 2 layers, it is 6 cm because each layer is 3 cm. Now, because of this 33, okay, you see this 33 here? Because of this 33, you can form another layer, right? But it will not be a complete layer because a complete layer needs 45 cubes. So you will not form a complete layer, you will still form part of a layer. So because of part of the layer, right, that you can form, that means you need to add another 3 cm. So what is the total? That's why they say, what is the tallest height? What is the tallest height of the cubes when all the cubes are stacked up? So if I add them up, I will get 9 cm. Okay? All right, this is what you will have. Now, ready to go on to the next one? Okay, so the structure is made up of, again, you must know what the structure is made up of. They are made up of 1 cm cubes. What is the volume of the minimum number of cubes that must be added to form a bigger cube? Okay, now, without changing anything, that means, can you find what is the length? What is the greatest length here?